Miguel, what's up?
Yo, can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you very, very well.
Okay, I will just tweak the light on the camera with a little bit of a paper.
All right. Our mics are hot, so I mean, you can put yourself on mute if you want, or you can laugh at anything.
Yeah, cool.
So you know that I'll introduce you in about 10 minutes after I do all like the news and stuff like that. So
yeah, I'm familiar with the formula.
okay. All right. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
What's up, Bradley? What's up, Tim? Tomas, hello. Andrew, hello. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and skip this countdown. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and skip this countdown. You shouldn't be watching the replay anyways. You should be here live. What's up, Veronica? Don't be shy. Say hi. See a few out there. Adrian, what's up? Welcome. Where's everyone from? Put it in the chat. Where's everyone from? I want to know. We got Poland in the house. We got Romania in the house.
Started, no delay, let's work. Wanna see you be an SEO expert. Paul Andre De Vera, steady dropping knowledge. Over 15 years in the game, so he knows all about it. Master the art of SEO, you will be amazed. Time to get your brand off page to on page. Dropping knowledge, legendary for sure. Whether you're just getting started or self-employed entrepreneur. Yeah, let's go. Subscribe to the SEO video show. Hey.
Hey, welcome to another episode of the SEO video show where SEO is alive and fun. My name is Paul Andre De Vera, aka Dre, and I curate SEO videos released within the past week into about 1-minute clips. My favorite part of the show is when I get to introduce my guest. And my guest this week is the co-founder of Surfer SEO, Michał Suski. Before we get started, I want to say hi to everyone in chat. We got Hobby, Miguel, Andrew, Thomas, Bradley, Tim, Veronica, Adrian again. Okay, what's up everyone, and everyone watching the replay? Hello. Now let's pick last week's winners, or actually this week's winners. If you put I love SEO in the chat, you were entered automatically into our drawing. So let's go ahead and choose our 3 people right now. The first person to hit me up on email, dre@seo.video, will get the prize. You get 1 month subscription to IMG courses. Now let's check this out. All right, winner number 1, or let's see here. James Boyd, email me right away. If not, this next person will win. Oh, what the? James Boyd again. Let's choose another one. Oh man, I don't know how this can be happening. Let's try one more. All right, guys, I don't know. James Boyd, if you hit me up, anyone on this list here, just go ahead and hit me up first. We have Ernesto, Brian, Adrian, Carolyn, Noor, Anastasia, Saeed. Anyone that emails me first, you get selected as our winner. Okay, now let's get on with the show. That was weird. All right.
This is Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. How did the SEO find their way back through the woods? Breadcrumbs.
All right, first with Google News. New association functionality has been added to the Search Console, where associating is connection between a Search Console property and some other entity or property in another Google service. For example, between Search Console property and a Google Analytics account and a YouTube channel or a Chrome Web Store account. So check that out. Clip Butler tells us why this is important.
You can put all those inside the Search Console now. Why is that valuable? In the days of entities and building entities, why would you not do this? So you connect your website to Search Console. You say, hey, Google, this is my brand's website. Then you connect your YouTube channel and you're getting views and engagement on YouTube. And hey, Google, this is my YouTube channel. Look, I'm real. And then you do the verify your brand and enable cross-platform functionality in the brand verification documentation. It tells you how to do that right here. And it's really easy. Add your Google Map, and for most businesses, you can get away with adding a Google Map, and now you've associated your brand. And you know that works when you actually do a brand search and you start seeing knowledge panels and your exact business map showing up and all that stuff. You know you've done a good job, and if you've established your entity inside of the Google database, you have a Google machine readable ID number now. And this is just one more step to polish that off and knock that out. So,
but you have to remember, entities are not keywords.
It's important to know that entities are not the same thing as a keyword. So we are marketing to not just people, but also machines today. And keywords still play an important role, but they're not the same thing as an entity. Entities are in and of themselves machine readable. So it's something that is designed and created to be machine readable, and it has linked data attached to it, so there is no ambiguity to the meaning of that entity. Keywords don't have this. Keywords are just terms and common terms that we maybe use in our lexicon as human beings that we also use within our text. Now, yes, search engines can understand and infer meaning, but again, as marketers, we want to control the messaging. We want to control the meaning of things. And this is why using entities is important to set those expectations and to control the messaging. So this is really why entities matter. In our previous video, we talked once more about context. Context is the key. And as I've also said, SEOs and marketers, we are in the job of communicating the meaning of our messages. And entities help us do just that.
We all know that page experience update is coming very soon. How will this impact our site? Danny Sullivan tells us on Search Central Live.
I think if you go back and look at how we've had these sorts of things over time, it really isn't that, okay, then the next day, everything completely changes. There's no intent to try to do that, even though we might say we start using this as a factor. First of all, it remains one of many things. Secondly, it's always the case that we're going to try to return the best content based on this basket or bucket of things. So maybe you don't have the best page experience, but if you're still the most relevant content, that is going to, overall on various things we're looking at. So I think it's not a case of start being all super concerned and understand that we want to make sure that this is coming in a moderated fashion. But over time, what will happen is as more and more content is coming up in page experience, and if you're in a situation where things are all relatively equal, the things that are more page experience oriented are likely to start doing better. So it's not, I don't think freak out, but do pay attention to it. Do understand that it's a new thing that you need to keep in mind. That's why we're highlighting it. But
just remember, page experience is just one factor. There's so many other factors that you can go and optimize for. Do you limit your meta title tag to 60 to 70 characters? Darren Shaw of Whitespark gives us some of his insights.
They think that there's this like magic keyword limit on the title tag. It's like, oh, don't make your title tags longer than 70 characters. I love a presentation that I've seen twice from Joel Headley. He used to work in Google, in the local department of Google, and he's done a lot of testing around title tags. It's like SEOs put some arbitrary limit on it based on what's displayed at Google. But hey, actually, the nice thing about it is that all that other stuff is not displayed. You get a ... in the title tag. And so what you can end up doing is you can put a whole bunch of extra keywords in there and you will get the ranking boost for it, but it won't mess up how it looks in the search results. It'll still look really good because it's all behind the ... ellipsis. And so that way you can actually get more keywords into your title tag without it looking spammy and still being able to convert with your title tags. But having those extra keywords in there will help you to rank better for more terms.
So don't limit yourself. I mean, I don't really pay too much attention on that 67 character count. Just get your call to action in the title and get your keywords in there. In e-commerce SEO, how do you compete with Overstock or Amazon?
How do you compete with an Overstock or Amazon? And what I've found with our customers that are smaller is you do have to get quite clever when it comes to keyword research. You have to find a path towards success that you feel like you are the authority on. So like, I'll take a smaller company here in Utah. Their name is Cool, K-U-H-L, awesome brand. They make outdoor clothing, kind of a Patagonia competitor. And their niche has been hiking pants. So hiking pants is like, they are the authority on hiking pants, and they've just gotten really good at it, and they've done their content strategy around it. And I'm not the expertise on hiking pants, they are. And so think about, what are you the best authority on? What can you talk to about better than other e-commerce companies, and then own that space and have it, take a look and make sure that you have, take a look at the keywords and make sure there's like a path to success there. SEO is, it's not just magically going to happen. You have to put in the work. You have to find the path towards success. So I think that's, what's your company passionate about, and what can you be the authority on that others can't?
Are you familiar with keyword cannibalization? Detecting keyword cannibalization in Search Console. Check this out.
You may ask me what keyword cannibalization is, and it means your website probably have similar pages trying to rank for the same query, just like this Turkish website trying to get ranked for cigarette pants with different pages. And this affects the visibility of your website for that specific keyword, and you need to solve this problem. Of course, you can also get help from good old friend Google Search Console. Here, the only thing you need to do, go to your Google Search Console account, filter with a query in the performance report, and check the Out Pages tab below. Here, you can find the specific pages getting impression for that specific keyword. You can also use this filtering mechanism for URLs, including a specific keyword, but in terms of compression, query is a better version for it.
Matt Diggity talks about internal links and topical relevance.
You ever have a hard time figuring out why a piece of crap website is ranking higher than you in Google? You have better links, you have better content, your site is technically better. Do yourself a favor and check to see how many pages this website has. And then check to see how much internal linking that they have to the pages that you're competing on. There's a good chance they're just beating you. When you have a huge website focused around a particular topic, Google starts to consider you to be an authority on that topic. It's called topical relevance. But in a nutshell, just make bigger websites. You can use a tool like Surfer's Content Planner to map out huge silos and interlink their pages together.
This brings me to my favorite part of the show. He mentioned Surfer. Please ask questions throughout the conversation, as it's a great way to learn socially. Let's check this out. Let's get this ready here. All right.
Miguel is a digital marketing website quality enthusiast. He's a skilled SEO and a successful team leader. He is the former head of SEO at one of the top Polish agencies, KampanieSEO. He trained hundreds of SEOs, copywriters, and marketers on-page SEO, content, and technical optimization. He is the co-founder of Surfer and has been evangelizing the product and data-driven approach to optimization ever since. Please welcome the site roaster, Michał Suski.
Michał, what's up, my man? How are you doing today?
Hey, so great to be here. Really, I'm honored, and I'm not the original saying that I will steal the video.
Oh, Michał, I actually first heard you speak at SEO Rockstars, which was a great presentation, by the way. I want to talk about that later on, but I've actually first heard of Surfer as a Chrome plugin. I didn't know it was actually a software at first, because when I was looking for some keywords everywhere alternatives, I came across Surfer, and so I'm curious, was the Chrome extension come before or after the actual platform?
Yeah, so definitely after.
Oh.
That was like a pure example of engineering as marketing, and we were like, oh, keywords everywhere becomes paid. Maybe we can take advantage of it and market to a broader audience. And it was like this. 2 or 3 weeks, and Lucian created this basic Chrome extension that hundreds of people like. Right now is like 300,000 people every day using Keyword Surfer. That's huge, and it's basically free marketing, really.
That was actually really good marketing, because you got me. I actually found that before I found Surfer, the platform. So I learned about it through that. So I want to rewind back. Let's rewind this real quick. I need to know about Miguel's early days of SEO. Like, how did you get into it? What's your story of how you got into SEO?
I got lucky because in my career I was working at quality assurance at the time, and I had hard time at my previous job, and a friend of mine, Sławek Czajkowski, founder of this agency you mentioned, KampanieSEO, he asked me that maybe I want to join him, because like we were friends, we had common friends, we were meeting each other quite often, and he was like, maybe you want to try it. I said, like, what the hell is SEO? What I'm going to do? And he basically shared with me Josh Bashinsky Guide to SEO 2015, 16, something like that. And I watched it during the evening, and the next day I just showed up, and I said that let's give it a shot, and that was it. That was my joining. That was me joining SEO community.
Nice. And how long ago was that?
That was 2016. So well, it's over 4 years now, but still, it's not too long time for like being an expert. Really.
No.
And this is what I love about SEO, because you don't have to be a dinosaur. You don't have to be, like you said, 15 years old in SEO, blah, 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 in your intro. That's great. But you don't have to be 15 years old in SEO to deliver results. And this is great about SEO in general.
Yes. That's totally. It's a crazy thing too, because SEO does change like very often, right? So what I've known maybe 15 years ago may not even be working now. So it's like you have to keep up to date, and then you just coming in, and but you've been a blessing to the community. Your software is like one of them, like pretty hot softwares out there that everyone's using. Like you mentioned, like how many 300,000 people using the just like plugin alone?
The keyword server. This is huge number. Really, I'm amazed. And the link building, it made us. This is huge. Ahrefs link, Content Marketing Institute, and some really big brands, YouTube videos, podcasts, all kind of stuff just showed up after we released that in the right moment, in the time. So huge impact on our brand in general, and like you are the real life proof that it really thrives.
Yeah,
that's great.
Is there going to be any updates to it? Are you going, because you mentioned like YouTube, is there going to be like you're going to do anything with YouTube or anything like that? Yes. Oh, what? Tell me. I won't do too many spoilers, but
Keyword Surfer is getting huge update that is closely related to what we have in Surfer application. So it will be like a teaser of Surfer. Everyone is going to love it. And in general, what we want to do is we want to make approach to this data-driven content writing, content intelligence stuff affordable to anyone. And of course, it will be limited. Of course, it won't give as much value as the content editor or the content planner, but it will be great starter for everyone. And what's the best about it? It remains free.
Nice.
Excellent.
Everyone's gonna love that. It's just gonna keep growing and growing and just spread the word. I mean, you're spreading the love. You're spreading the SEO love. I love spreading the SEO love, helping each other out. And then, you know, if they can go ahead and purchase like whatever it is. But I mean, just at least, you know, you're doing your part and giving back, right? I mean, that's really cool. Okay, let's talk a little about Surfer now. I want to see like when was that aha moment? Like, aha, I'm gonna make the software. It's gonna be the best thing out there. When was that moment that you thought of that? Like you thought of like that aha moment?
It's not a moment. It's not a moment. It was a process.
All right.
So within this agency, it's located on a countryside, southeast part of Poland, really small village. That's why I'm double lucky. Only 4 kilometers away from my home, which is it's incredible. But anyway, we tried to improve the methodology that Sławek was building from the very beginning, which stand for analyzing website, checking the commonalities, looking for words, phrases appearing on the website structure, all the common elements that could make the difference regarding the on-page optimization. And we've been doing it manually. And it was like, we can't clone ourselves. There's a limited amount of people who can, you know, join us in the office and do more work for the clients. So we figured out to hire a developer to build an internal tool for us, so we can automate those basic tasks like analyze HTML and tell us how long the article is, and tell us how many headings it has, tell us what kind of words and phrases are common across the top 10 ranking pages. So this kind of basic stuff got automated with the internal tool. And that was a couple of years process that I joined in the middle, let's say. But the aha moment was when we gathered here in this office with my brother, who is a CTO at Surfer.
Okay.
And then we decided, that was like mid 2017, I think. We decided, okay, let's partner up. Let's try to make it a side project that will be released when it's ready. So we spent a half a year or so trying to polish the beta version, and that was released in late 2017, November, I guess. So that's how it was. And well, the aha moment was when we signed the paper that yes, we are trying. So that was it.
Love it, man. So are you? Is this kind of like a family thing? Is like the other co-founder your brother, or is this like how is that? Or so it's just you and your brother that's kind of running the business here?
So we partnered in 3 people.
Okay.
Sławek, owner of the agency and CEO of Surfer now. Me, head of SEO in the agency and now partner in Surfer, and my brother, CTO. And at the time, he was a senior developer at Strategizer. So that's well, pretty well known Switzerland company. So we were like really doing our daily jobs that we loved, and that was a side project. And it was really hard to decide whether we want to keep it as a side project or we have to, leave our jobs.
Yeah.
And Sławek left the agency completely. His child, I left. So 2 SEOs left the SEO agency, owner and head of SEO. Imagine how the agency suffered. And it wasn't that bad because I'm sitting in the much bigger office now. They grown up. However, we all 3 had to leave our jobs and risk everything basically, because well, we are bootstrapped. So you can imagine, no VC funding, so no extra money for anything. So that was a year of bread and water.
So you were funding it? Everyone was coming out of their own pockets and just putting money in, putting the time, no sleep. Is it constant coding?
Basically yes. So first working in 2 jobs. So Surfer side project and 9-to-5 job. and then really low to zero salaries for a year to just make a living and work 12, 14 hours a day.
Damn! Man, that's so commendable. I mean, look what you like. I mean, you should be proud of yourselves because you put out an excellent product that everyone is using right now. So I want to actually go in. Yeah, I wanted to go into a little more about the concept of something that you are very expert has expertise in, clusters. You talk about clusters a lot, right? And I wanted to go ahead and actually play something real quick where, for the audience to know a little bit more about SEO clusters, and then we can talk more about it. Here, let me just play this real quick.
From the SEO perspective, we see clusters like this. And by that, I mean on the left-hand side, and maybe it's the right-hand side on your end, we see a group of keywords that are just exported from your favorite tool. And on the other hand, we see keywords grouped together into a buckets that will be tackled within the URLs, within the articles, landing pages, and so on. And the thing is, on how to do the job efficiently, what's the best process, how to do it without misunderstanding of the not only the Google's algorithm but also user intent.
So first of all, I thought you using a projector in that presentation was genius. You were able to take something out of a little bit out of context and make it so useful to what people are doing now, right? I mean, did you get that from someone else? Or how'd you even think about presenting with a projector behind you?
Yeah, I thought it would be great if we can have just a little bit of a proper presentation on an SEO conference that we all miss so much. Yeah. And it was a really natural way of trying to bring a little bit of the old times to what we have right now. So I wanted to give people a cheer with this, and apparently it turned out great. Yeah.
No, definitely. It was a talk. It was a talk of the group, man. Everyone was talking about wow, look at that. Look at it. It just shocked everyone. That shock value. Even to this day, I even tell people that story of I went to this online conference and the speaker actually did something totally different. And I share that story. I mean, it was so genius. And maybe one of these days, if I have a projector, how'd you have a projector laying around? I mean, it's one of those things where if I have one, man, I'm gonna take some ideas from you there.
I'm in this agency's office and it has everything now.
Got it. So you have everything. Oh, so you get the whole sound booth and everything. All right. Okay. I wanted to talk about, so we got a little introduction to clusters, like SEO clusters. Can you tell us why do we need clusters?
Google is using clusters. Basically, if you consider a page, a URL, ranking for a bunch of keywords, they create a cluster. And then if we have a lot of URLs ranking for many keywords, then we have a bunch of clusters that we can compare each other. And if we can find lookalikes this way, then we are double, triple, quadruple sure that if Google grouped these clusters a couple of times, then definitely it's a good cluster and we should follow this cluster. And by the cluster, I mean all the topics, all the keywords that you will be able to rank for with the same piece of content. That's the cluster. So if you write a piece of content, you are able to tackle 10, 20, 30 keywords depending on the cluster size.
Got it. Okay. So wait, so how do we actually cluster these keywords then? This that you're talking about.
Yeah. The video you showed was more like a manual clustering process. That was having a lot of keywords on left hand side and then assigning them to each bucket. This is not so efficient for it's cool for a small business. It's cool for a business owners, but if you deal with e-commerce website, you have to apply some algorithms or at least semantic clustering to do the initial grouping to find out, let's say, all the keywords with the shoes, all the keywords with the t-shirts, all the keywords with the hats. So this way you can start doing the real job, but with the smaller chunks of data. So that's a little bit easier. But in general, I'm a big fan of data-driven clustering. Well, no surprise here. But it's like a next step of the keyword research, because when you do the research, you like go through the Google Keyword Planner, through your competitors in Ahrefs, SEMrush, whatever, but it all boils down into having a list of 1,000 keywords that you have to map to create a website. So when you apply those clustering algorithms, you don't have to create this list first. So like Matt Diggity showed, it's fairly easy to map all the supportive topics, all the common topics that will allow you to build this topical relevance for the website without actual keyword research. So you not only get the keywords, but you get them grouped. And the best thing about it is that you don't have to use tools like Surfer to do such things. You can use Python algorithms. It is free, it is open source, because it's science, and every single scientist on mathematics or statistics or whatever, even basic level, will show you or tell you how to do this, because it is applied in really a variety of different applications. So not only like physics, mathematics, even biology, even the forestry, that I'm graduate at forestry, and we've been using clustering algorithms to analyze trees. So it's super common and really open source, and you can build your own clusterer with those open source Python algorithms. So that's great about it. And yeah, I feel like I drifted a little bit.
Oh no! You're talking exactly what that's you're showing. Basically, what I want to show you, tell the audience, is like how clustering can be pretty difficult. It's not easy to do it. You have to learn Python and everything like that. But this is where you actually came in with something to solve that problem for everyone. For maybe a small fee. I wasn't familiar with the film. What part of the tool was like Matt Diggity referring to earlier? Is that something?
Yeah, that was Content Planner. That was a tool that takes your main focus keyword, this top of the silo or the biggest money keyword that you want to support, and it starts with analyzing competitors basically appearing in the top 20 of the search results for that money keyword. And from that point, it takes competitors' pages and, well, not only the pages that rank for the keyword, but all of the pages related to that topic, and it ends up with like maybe 10-20,000 URLs associated with their keywords they rank for. So it can be like 100,000 keywords being clustered within this single analysis, and it compares those sets of keywords to each other, like I said at the beginning, to find these look-alike clusters, because Google creates a cluster every time it ranks a page. It ranks it for a bunch of keywords, not for a single keyword. And if we are able to compare what kind of sets of keywords Google created, we can find these that are the most common among the competitors. And this way you can get, for example, 200 clusters, and each cluster is an article or a landing page or like whatever type of page, but a separate URL. So this way you are able to stretch your domain's expertise to provide all of this essential information about specific topic, strengthen internal links, build this proper silo, and this way push all of the link juice that will, or the page rank, or whatever you call it, this strength of a domain, into the right direction. You can point it all to the money page that will, start growing and growing. The more articles within the topical cluster you will create, the better.
Wow. Hey, you need 2 bombs for that one. Dropping those bombs, Michał. Okay. You're also big on something called content pruning, Right. And I'm familiar, like, for those not familiar with content pruning, like, what are some like ways, what is content pruning to you? And then what are some tips that we can do some content pruning for our websites?
Yeah, so content pruning is getting rid of pages that are outside your topical cluster. So referring to the guy talking about e-commerce, that was actually a good one. So he told about those hiking pants.
Yeah.
And if I am about to create a website about hiking pants, I'm not going to write about I don't know, beach pants
Yeah.
or swimming something, equipment, skis and so on. So all the sports, I won't tackle all the sports, because this way I will dilute my expertise. And if you want to conserve the crawl budget, you want only the topics on your website that are really closely related to what you are trying to rank for first, because at the beginning you don't have this credibility from Google, you don't have the crawl budget to ask for like, index my 10,000 pages and rank them please by tomorrow. They won't give you these computing resources at the beginning, so you have to start within the topical cluster. And when it comes to pruning, we actually experienced a weird situation as the SEO agency that we partnered with. They started to write about television ads, radio ads, and stuff like general marketing stuff, and they were ranking pretty well, established ranking in SEO industry. And when they added all of this not relevant content, so outside the topical cluster, they immediately lost rankings on SEO related keywords. And if I were apply the content pruning, I would get rid of all of those articles about television ads, radio ads, and all the kind of stuff that is outside the SEO. So that's basically it. Get rid of pages that you shouldn't be having on your website.
Dropping those knowledge bombs. Love it. Love it. Okay. Let's say. So we kind of talked about this, even like Matt Diggity talked about this earlier in the video too, but about topical relevance. I know we're kind of on the topic of it right now, right? We were talking about like having all these clusters and maybe getting rid of the content pruning. So what's your definition? How do you build topical relevance?
So to build topical relevance, you have to cover as many related topics as possible. And by the related topics, I mean cover the whole silo. So if we are about to create a website about SEO, we want to write about audits, image optimization, core web vitals, auditing SEO, like content marketing, content optimization, link building, disavowing, all kind of stuff. And to have more topical relevance, you have to cover more topics that are within the niche. And of course, if we will start writing about television ads, wrong things will happen. But if we will keep on finding topics within our industry, then we are on a good way to become the most credible experts in the whole industry, just because having comprehensive knowledge with proper internal linking structure, connecting the dots for potential readers. So building topical relevance is basically adding more relevant topics to your website. Topics, I mean articles that were well written, comprehensive, like really making people know what is it about. And yeah, I will just stop here.
Love it. Okay, you were talking about actually writing quality content. You actually have an SEO writing masterclass coming out, or I think it's out right now. People can join. And I'm curious, can you tell more about this masterclass? What can people learn about this SEO writing masterclass that Surfer's putting out?
Oh yeah, for sure. So it's like 3 hours of video material on Teachable with like I think 28 lessons, and they are super actionable. I can tell you from the first thousands of people who've been through the course already, they have massively positive feedback. Even though they are like experienced writers, they can pick some nuggets to improve their processes. And it's like it's even about positioning yourself on the market of writers. Like the market is full of like poor quality writers or like mediocre writers. Like everyone will pitch you with like 5 cents per word, and I will write everything for you. So you have to stand out, and definitely this course will tell you how to stand out from the crowd and how to position yourself as a writer who can provide more than just copy that passes the copyscape test. So definitely check it out because it's still free. So if you can watch like those 3 hours of material in next couple of days, that's great because you will get it entirely for free.
And guys, I put the link in the description, so sign up now. The link's in the description. And so I want to go ahead and like, we're coming close to time here, but we're getting requests to keep on going longer. But for anyone that got questions, go ahead and ask the chat. Let's go ahead and take a look in the chat right now and see. We have Adrian here. What's up? Hasta la vista, boss. Hey, Miguel was actually on your show like a few months ago. For those that have not seen Hasta la vista, boss, check that web channel out. Just search it on YouTube. We have Brian here saying he loves SEO because he's watching these young companies totally bootstrap it, just grind to find the money. Yes, that's totally cool. I love hearing bootstrap stories. I mean, last week we had someone that just bought servers and then returned them. It's a cool way to like get things going. And let's see here. All right, guys, if you guys have questions, please ask them in the chat now because I have 2 questions left that I want to ask Miguel here. So I want to talk about a new online conference that's coming out. It's happening, I believe, in March, called the SEO Con. And I saw you promoting it just recently, and you're going to be talking about content intelligence and the combination of data and creative writing in planning and content strategy. You will be giving like a very long explanation. I would like to know a little short explanation of what it's going to be about.
Yeah, so it's basically about combining clusters and content writing within the topic. So basically the topics that we covered today, and I did it again with the projector, so
nice.
You'll have the same experience. So yeah, in general, it is to teach you that even though you are small, with building topical relevance within your niche, you can beat Amazon, you can beat Etsy, you can beat Walmart fairly easily. And yeah, this is actually explained on a real life example that is still thriving. The one that I showed on the SEO Rockstar from Doron Chapeau, his website is still doing great and better and better.
Nice.
So yeah, it's totally worth to check it out because yeah. You can have the snowball effect on a small website.
Yes. Okay, like I remember on your channel, on your YouTube channel, you do a lot of roasting, a lot of site roasting. Are those people that volunteer, or you just pick a random site and just roast them?
Nah, we have permission.
Okay.
From everyone. And yeah, we do the mailing, we do the questionnaire, like a survey for people who want to contribute with their, and actually they get a lot of value. So they are trying hard to get roasted. I mean, like I often get emails from people, why didn't you pick me? And I'm like really soft heart, and I say like, okay, I will do a private roast for you. You can expect a short video in a couple of like days in general. So even though we are not roasting hundreds of websites live, I roast a little bit more behind the scenes. Yeah, and this idea was pretty cool because people can get real value and can get the idea of so it started to show people, how do I use Surfer, how I can leverage the tool to find issues and on websites. And that was the first 4 episodes that I did it alone. And then I was like, that was kind of late night, and I think like maybe I can invite a guest. And I basically rang Mari Isais on Messenger if she want to join me on the next road, and she said yes, and this is how I started inviting like external people that bring this fresh approach to on-page optimization, because we also started analyzing the conversion potential issues and so on. So it's great to see people contributing to the roast with their pages, but also as guests with their insights.
Love it, guys. So the audience out there, if you want to get some great feedback and some value, get your site roasted, submit to Michał. And okay, we got one question here before I ask my last question. It's more about the name of Surfer. Can you tell us how did you come up with the name Surfer?
That was Lucian's idea, my brother. We've been really struggling with the name at the very beginning because we had no idea how to name a tool, right? And Surfer, like you're web surfing, surfing the waves, going up on these charts and so on. So that was like we thought it's kind of memorable and it stands out. So we decided to go this way.
There you guys go. There's the behind.
SEO Surfer. Yeah, I see the follow-up question, and the SEO Surfer within the Surfer is because Surfer.com is the Surfer magazine. It's Australian magazine, so we couldn't afford for the Surfer.com.
Got it. Okay. All right. So any other questions out there? We have Elton just came on. He loves SEO. You're not too late if you don't have a question for Michał, but we are about to ask my last question. So ask your last questions, everyone, before I ask my last question. I'm going to ask my last question right now. So my last question that I ask everyone here on the SEO video show is like, if someone wants to get into the SEO industry, what is your tip that you can give them to break into the industry, become a better SEO? Like, what's your tip?
Find SEO glossary to get familiar with the vocabulary like link juice, crawl budget, and stuff like that. And then read only newest articles. So don't bother yourself with stuff 2 years old. Stay on the top of fresh information, and you will be home. This way you will just get what is working right now. And because SEO is so dynamic, you will keep yourself up to date and you won't learn things that doesn't work anymore. That's it.
Love it. Haven't heard that answer yet, so that's a great answer. We got one here, says Hobby, can you tell something about masterclass course? Well, you were talking about it earlier. It's a free course that's gonna be free until 2 days, 2/28, right? Michał, you have 2 more days. So. And the link is in the description.
But it's just 3 hours of material, so you can watch it today.
There you go, Hobby. All right, Michał. All right, that concludes. We're here at the end of my show, and if you're coming close to time, I want to how can someone get a hold of you? Where can they find you? If there's anything that you want to promote out there, please tell the audience.
Yeah, LinkedIn is the best place to find me. Michał Suski. You'll find me there. I'm happy to take conversation from there.
Love it. Okay, Michał, can you hold on just one quick second right before I sign off for here so I can just say bye on the side? Okay, here. All right, guys, that concludes another episode of the SEO Video Show. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified when we post new episodes and when I post other episodes throughout the week. All right, guys, I will see you next week. Peace out.
Thank you for watching. Hope you come back next week. Make sure to subscribe. You don't want to miss a thing. Hope you learn something new, cause the vibe is incredible. From the special SEO professionals, SEO video show. Let's work. Want to see you be an SEO expert. Paul-Andre De Vera helping you step it up. No delay right now. Time to level up. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Woo!